Hello friends, what's up? Today's video is going to be a full face using makeup I got from Pakistan. So this is not just like pure Pakistani brands, like brands that are made in Pakistan, but it's also just brands that I was like looking and things that I knew like I couldn't get in Canada, so I assume they're from Pakistan. So regardless, this is a makeup tutorial doing makeup all found in Pakistan. As you guys know, I went to Pakistan like what, 2 weeks ago. So I got a bunch of things. I do have the receipt right here. My dad kept it because I remember telling him to keep it. So I went to, because I was in Lahore, I went to Liberty Market, and then there was a store called Enem there, E-N-E-M. That's where I went because a lot of people told me to go there to look for makeup. I was also gonna go to like the small, like, you know, like the little like bazaar areas where I could just like find other makeup that maybe wasn't available in like these kind of stores, but I didn't have time to, which I kind of regret not doing because I feel like I could have probably found cheaper makeup and like makeup maybe that a lot more people use, but it's fine. We're gonna go with this. I'm gonna tell you guys the price of each thing in like rupees and then convert it to Canadian dollars as we're going, and then I'll give you a total of how much I spent on the makeup, which I was actually shocked by. For some reason I thought the makeup in Pakistan would be a lot cheaper, but it was not. We're gonna get started. I could not find a few things that I really wanted. Like I couldn't find a primer. All the primers that they were showing me were actually just like moisturizers in my opinion. They weren't like primers, like, you know, the pore filling type of primers I like. So I didn't get that. I did get a makeup sponge, so I'm gonna go and wet this right now. This is by Catrice and it's just called a makeup blending sponge. It's a little tough, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna go wet it and see if it gets any bigger, and then we're gonna go ahead and start the makeup. Well, the makeup sponge didn't get any bigger. I tried to wet it and it just didn't get any bigger, and it's still very tough. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna try to do my makeup with this because it's so stiff, and I actually want to give the makeup like a good fair chance. So this right off the bat is a no for me. I'm just not gonna try it. I'm just gonna use my Tarte Quickie sponge because it is my favorite, and I actually like want this makeup to work well because everyone said such good things about it. Let's get started. So we're gonna start off with foundation, and for foundation I got this, and it's the brand called Musarat Misbah, and I got the Silk foundation because everyone was telling this brand is supposed to be really good in Pakistan. So this is the foundation I got. I got it in warm golden. This is what it looks like, and I'm just gonna shake it up. And I'm just gonna pour some on the back of my hand like I normally do. I hope the color matches. I feel like it will. If anything, will make it work. It smells a little chemically, but I'm sure most of my foundations smell like that. I'm gonna blend this out. I need a close-up of this, so let me see how it's looking. It's not bad. I will say I do notice that it's on a little bit of the like a drying side, because like as you guys can see when I'm trying to blend it out with my sponge, it's like leaving marks where I initially put down the foundation. So it's not like I feel like it's not super blendable because it's drying, but after it blends in, it actually does look super nice. It covers the acne scars on my face. I would say it's kind of like a medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's a full coverage, but I'm pretty sure you could build this up. Yeah, just besides like the blending process, so far so good. If I go close enough, I see that my skin is a little flaky, but I don't think it's anything like, I don't know if you guys can see that it's leaving, like it's super hard to blend out because it dries super quick on my face. The girls at the store said that this was their best-selling foundation. So here's my thing. So I went into the store obviously like looking for makeup that's like in Pakistan, like things that I couldn't find in Canada. But I will say Pakistan has, like, if you go into the malls and stuff, they have Inglot, they have Maybelline, I saw Essence there. They have a lot of brands that are like accessible to the rest of the world. When I was going in, I was obviously looking for a brand specific just to Pakistan that I couldn't find anywhere else. But like when I was going in there, all the salespeople were like trying to sell me this stuff that was sold in Canada. They're like, oh my god, look at this. This is like LA Pro Cosmetics was there, NYX was there, and they're like trying to sell me that stuff. And I was like, no, I want stuff that's only available in Pakistan. And so I don't know. I don't know if they like told me the truth or not about things that I bought, or if they just were trying to get a sale out of it. Regardless, I tried to make sure it was stuff I knew I couldn't get in Canada. So now looking at my face, It's actually not bad. Besides the drying part, like my face looks super matte. It doesn't look like there's like foundation on it. Like it doesn't look like there's a cakey foundation on it or anything. It's not like the fullest coverage and it's not super blendable, but it's not bad. So this foundation was 1,790 rupees. So if you convert that, it would be $19.80 Canadian, which I would say, I guess it's considered like a drugstore price. So then I got 2 liquid concealers, and this is by the brand called Golden Rose. This is what it looks like. It's so funny, you guys, because a lot of the brands there, I don't know if they do it on purpose or what, but a lot of the brands there have similar logos and packaging to like brands that we have here. So like something like this, like it reminds me of L'Oreal's packaging because they have the Lumi concealer. I think it's like this or something like that. There was this one juice, if you guys follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, and like obviously if you're gonna follow my vlogs that I'm gonna post from Pakistan, there's this place that we went to and it was called Jaidi juice, like Jaidi juice, and it had the same logo as Jamba juice. It was pretty funny. But anyways, these 2 concealers, I got them in 2 different colors because this one was super light and this one I felt like wasn't light enough. So I'm just gonna mix the 2. So those are the 2 colors, as you guys can see, completely different. One super dark, one super light. Mix them both with my ring finger. I do like the consistency of this. It kind of reminds me almost like the consistency of the Shape Tape. It's super thick and creamy. So it seems like it would be a good concealer. I'm just gonna pat it in with my fingers as much as I can. Yeah, it's kind of looking for me, I don't know, maybe it could be the colors I picked. It looks a little like ashy under my eyes, but that could also be because I have like super dark circles under my eyes. I really want this makeup to work. Okay, well, I mean, if I blend it out with my beauty blender, I think it looks fine. It's not as like, I don't know. I guess because you guys can't see in the camera, like the color isn't doing well for my skin. Like it's not really covering my under eyes. If anything, it's making my under eye look a little grayish. Each concealer was, that's so weird because they charged more for one concealer than they did the other. That doesn't make any sense. So number 2, which is this one, was 1030, and then color number 4 was 1050. So that ends up being $11.60 Canadian for each of these. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna set my under eye with my translucent setting powder. I couldn't find one there for some reason, so I'm just gonna use one that I have. Next, I'm gonna go in with this face contour kit, and this is by the brand called Luscious Cosmetics. So this is what it looks like. You get like a little thing inside. I actually have high hopes for this, so I don't know. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so their illuminator, that's what the white one looks like. The shadows aren't bad. This golden's actually not bad at all. They're actually pretty creamy. So let's try and bronze up our face. So let's just go in with this darker color here. I'm gonna take a very little bit, tap off the excess because I'm not sure how this is gonna place. And just lightly, actually has really good color payoff. I am shocked. I think I put on a little too much. I'm just trying to use it to bronze all over. I feel like I should have used the lighter color, but this is not bad. Yeah, it's just like a warm bronzer. It's not bad at all, actually. It's just like a chocolate soleil or something like that that we would normally use. I already had like decent hopes for all this makeup because everybody really like said good things about it, and I tested it out while I was in the store. I was just doing swatches and stuff. I'm also gonna go a little bit into the lighter shade and just like put that into my contour area here. I look nice and bronze. So far, let me give you an update. It's actually not looking bad at all. Like I feel like even the concealer, like after I set it with my translucent setting powder, it looks like how my concealers normally look. Like I have really dark eye bags under my eyes, like to the point where it basically looks blue. So when I put concealer on, if I don't correct it with an orange concealer, it looks ashy anyways. The foundation is actually holding up really nicely. It is a little drying, so I see it cracking around my nose. Good. Let me tell you guys how much this bronzer is though. Okay, so this face contour kit was the most expensive thing that I got, and it was $22.50, which ends up being $24.89 Canadian. I got this blush. and this is by the same brand, the first brand that I was telling you guys, and it's the Musarat Misbah blush. I thought I had gotten two, so it's so funny because sometimes I'm pretty sure, like, I remember for a few of these things telling them to give me like 2 different colors, and maybe they only gave me 1, I'm not sure, but it's this like pretty color. It's actually super creamy. Ooh, look at the pigmentation. All right, tap into it once because it is super pigmented. I wish I got in more like an orangey shade because that's what I've been into these days. So the only problem that I'm finding with this foundation right now is because it's so drying, I'm having trouble with the products on top blending out, if that makes sense. I like it. Okay, and this blush was $16.95, which ends up being $18.75 for a blush. That's a lot. That's like Sephora pricing. So then for highlighter, like I know there was a highlight in that face palette, but I saw this brand called Mayo, M-I-Y-O, and I saw this eyeshadow and it was like a super pretty gold color. So I got this specifically as a highlighter. It's super gold, so I don't know. It's actually like a yellow gold, but I'm gonna try it out and see how it looks. Try to put it on the tops of my cheeks. I don't think anything is happening. Yeah, nothing is happening. So it's not transferring that well. Like it is very lightly, like it's not reflective, if that makes sense. Like it is there, but if anything, it just looks like there's just like, it just looks like yellow on my cheekbones. It doesn't look like a highlighter. This one was $12.50, which is $13.85 Canadian. Okay, well, highlighters are slacking. Okay, I got a eyeshadow palette and this is by the brand DMGM. This is what it looks like, and I got like a warm, like a brown eyeshadow palette. So the thing about this is the majority of these eyeshadows they're all kind of shimmery, but we will give this a go. This eyeshadow right here, I'm gonna place it all on my lid. It's a nice like shimmery peachy champagne color. I actually really like it. I don't know what I want to go in with my crease. Maybe I'll go in with this like this taupey brown and see how that is. So I'll just go into my crease with that and see. There's not really any color payoff right now. Okay, so what I'm noticing right off the bat is like the eyeshadows are kind of just like blending in together. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a darker shade. Maybe I'll go in with like one of these or mix the two together even and see if I can put that like on my outer. Oh yeah, that works a little bit. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It's not like all the shadows are just kind of like blending into one big shadow. But the thing is, like when you swatch it on your fingers, they swatch really nicely. Like they're super dark and like they're pigmented. But for some reason, like they're so pigmented. Like look at this one. This is such a pretty, like it would be such a nice highlight. But for some reason, when you're using a brush, it's actually not like coming out super nice. I'm gonna use that highlight one and put it right here in my inner corner. Okay, well this is probably my least favorite out of all of them. I just don't feel like the colors or the shadows like do well together. This was $17.90, so that ends up being $19.80 Canadian. This is just a gold eyeliner, and this is it's called Rivage UK. Now I don't know if it's like a UK brand or if they just added UK to it, but it's like a really pretty gold eyeliner, and I actually really like this. I had tested it out over there, so like it's nice. Just like it reminds me kind of like the Urban Decay liquid metals. So I'm just gonna take this and kind of just pop it onto my lid and just kind of blend it out with my fingers just to add some kind of like, you know, I don't know, some kind of glitter to my eye. And then I'm also going to take it and I'm just gonna put it right here under my waterline area and like in my inner tear duct. This was $10.30, so that's $11.40 Canadian. Okay, so the things that I couldn't find or I wasn't able to get was mascara and eyeliner. So I'm just gonna quickly put on some mascara. I won't put on eyeliner, but I'm just gonna put on some regular mascara. So for lips, I got both from the same brand, Musarat, and I got like I got nude colors, and these actually look so pretty. When I swatched them, I was like, whoa. So these are liquid lipsticks, and I got them Fuchsia Rouge and Dolce Vita. So I thought that I could do like how I normally do my liquid lipsticks, is when I do a darker one and then a lighter one inside. And they apply really nicely. They kind of remind me of like the Huda Beauty consistency, where they're liquidy. As you guys can see, that applied so nicely. I'm curious to see how this dries on the lip and how it feels. But so far I really like this. And then I'm gonna go in with the Fuchsia Rouge, like the lighter color. Just tap that and then use my finger. Oh my god, it's actually such a pretty color. Okay, so now these liquid lipsticks, they were... Okay, I'm confused, you guys. Okay, so... I don't understand how, like, I didn't notice this over there. Okay, so for the Fuchsia Rouge, this one, they charged me 280 rupees, which is just $3. But then for the same exact like line, the Dolce Vita is $22.50, which is $24. So I got charged for $24 for one and $3 for another. So I don't understand. And they did the same thing with the other thing when I bought two. So I don't know why that is or how that works. If you guys can let me know. I don't know. I find it really like shady. And like if I had noticed there, I would have like done it, but I don't just stand there and like, you know, I don't know. That's really weird. Anyways, okay, this lip color though, I'm actually keeping outside here on my table because it dried matte. It doesn't feel super sticky. It actually feels really nice. I have nothing bad to say about it, actually. Let me see if I have, like, the only thing that I really didn't like was the eyeshadow palette. I wasn't a fan of that at all. But everything else that I used, I actually really like it. I had trouble figuring out, like, the highlighter, but, like, everything else looks good. Like, this looks like, you know, like a normal makeup look that I would do. I find it extra drying for once in my life, so I'm actually just going to use this Mario Badescu spray, which they had facial sprays there. I just don't know if they have this brand, so I'm going to quickly spray myself. Just because I don't know if what it was, maybe the foundation. My skin just feels super tight. It could just be the drying foundation, but overall I'm really impressed. I know some of you guys might just be like, oh Liva, you have like literally no hopes for like Pakistan, but it's like that's not what I mean. I just mean like I haven't been to Pakistan in 15 years, and the last time I went I wasn't into makeup, so I never know, like I never knew like we had such good makeup. Like I'm actually shocked. That Mascara brand is really good. This gold eyeshadow that I have, I mean the gold like eyeliner that I have going on is very nice. I really like it. So total, let me tell you guys how much I spent on this makeup. I spent a total of 12,715 rupees on all the makeup that I used today, which is $140.60 on all this makeup. And I was still missing eyebrow stuff. I was still missing mascara, eyeliner, primer, and a setting spray. So I was still missing a solid 5 things, and I think like if I had bought everything, it would have been a total of like maybe $250 worth of stuff. So, and like I don't know if that's common, like because I was a visitor there, you guys. You have to understand is like I could have been like gypped, or I could have just like been taken advantage of and like been told like no, this is makeup that we have in Pakistan, or like, you know what I mean. So I could have just been naive to the salespeople. So you can definitely let me know down below. But overall, like this makeup look is so nice. Like I'm so shocked. These liquid lipsticks are staying on my dressing table because I really like them. Like unless they start cracking over the day or anything, it's like amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm actually really happy with it. I'm not even regretting anything I bought. I think it looks great. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye.